Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another night of fun painting with me. How is everyone? Oh, good afternoon, morning, Smog. Good afternoon, good morning, Mark. And Tomo. Hello, everyone. So, what to do today? We've still got bits and pieces to finish off. Hi, Kinga. I'm not doing any Tesseract colours before Kinga gets involved. Not tonight. Not tonight. It's definitely... Well, it could be morning, the way I'm feeling. Got some bits and pieces to finish for Marvel Crisis. I've done a bit of work on Thanos while no one was looking. Good evening, Craig. Yeah, so I did cheat. I got a little... I'll show you what I've done. And go to the paintings. So, Thanos. So I've got the throne. One second. I can see this being an issue tonight. Yay. Let me know if it disappears again. So, I've got the throne primered and I've just put a mucky dirty wash over the whole thing. 50-50 Nullin and Lamium. Fairly thin, just to give it some definition. All over, big brush, splodge it everywhere. So that's ready for some work on it. This is the giveaway for a week tomorrow, New Year's Eve. For the top 5 will go into a thing to get Thanos, and this is the Thanos. So I've done it slightly different. If you look at mine, he's quite a dark blue. I can't remember what I've done different, but the blue, I like this blue better, so you might get to win. No. So yeah, I know this had a wash over it, but I don't think the wash darkened it that much, and I do prefer this blue. I am Kinga, I'll be here. And New Year's Eve as well. So, I might even try and get some marbles going for tomorrow night. See if I can get it working. So yeah, that's... Yeah, I think once this tones down, it'll be much like mine. So that's ongoing. We got some other bits and pieces done. I've done some highlights to the actual traffic lights, rebar. The door has metallic. You can't pick it up, but the door has metallic undertones coming through now in the patches. And then that one is, we've got all the little bits of grass put into that one. I still need to finish the base with that. I've done some highlights of the red to bring the red out a bit stronger, mainly on his chest parts, basically just with GW glaze, just to give it a bit. Still need to do the mask and get round it with the mask, and try and get in to do the eyes. The eyes are like pins on them, but I've got the rock done and highlighted, and I've gone in and got some more of the rebar that I'd missed. I'd missed some of the rebar, and got some highlights on the contorted metal, so it looks stretched now as well. So I need to get some of the tiny tufts in amongst all down there, and then Toad still needs a little bit of work, quite a bit. I'd like to get him finished tonight, so I'll show you the rest of how to do the skin tones. I think that's Foxy's. That just needs a little bit of a touch up on the black. maybe a wash on that black, but all of the other bits, that's nearly. I might do Tesseract for the slimy tone. Yeah, I was going to try and rush them and get them done for today, Dean, but then we've been locked out. We can't send out. We can't even print labels to go out of the country. And we also don't think we will get the option to send stuff out of the UK till the start of January, unfortunately. So, yeah, I didn't want to rush it at that point. So I'm going to do a little bit a day while there's really good sunlight coming through as well. We'll get them out to you as quickly as possible. So a couple of other bits. I will get on with painting in a moment. For everyone who plays Marvel Crisis, and everyone who knows my favourite friends in the acrylic producing world, the great peeps over at Cogger 2, I have one of their acrylic sets for this. So I said I would show it off tonight, and that's what I'll do. It's got a bit dusty from quick clean. So these are the character boards. So basically, character card goes in there, and your health is on a dial and your power is on a dial. So it's really good. These are just magnetized dials underneath. Cheers, Ash. Catch you soon, mate. And you have a good one as well. I'll no doubt speak to you again over Christmas time-ish. So yeah, these take the cards even in a sleeve. When they're in a sleeve, they're perfect fit. There's little or no movement around them, and they're the sleeves that we do. And then you've got a token tray and everything, and they do loads of different versions. I've got a very needs cleaning because I've had it in the garage. I've got the Hulk. I chose Venom, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wakanda Forever, Iron Man, and of course Thanos. So they are great little dashboards. They're all magnetized together, and then you can put them into a box and carry them. I got that one mucky. So it needs cleaning. I wonder if they do a lid to go over them. So they do a lid to go over these. So this is the token and template set. This is fantastic. Obviously, I've got the Thanos one. Thanos being amazing. And this is printed on. It's not one that you have to paint. They print this on. So it comes pre-printed and that colour. And then a full set of range templates and movement templates. And obviously the Mad Titan on it. These are just magnetised again. They just click together and they go into that. Also, there's a lovely place in the tray. These are foam backed tokens, and they go in there lovely. And then on top of that, you get the board, wound tokens, power tokens as a set, and these trays hold them all. And then every token known possible. up to a certain point. I know there was tokens that came out after they sent me this, but most of the tokens are in here. There's the telephone tokens, the potion, venom tokens or whatever they were, but Tesseract, Meteors, Captain America's shield, they're all there. Thank you for the donation, Kinger. That's much appreciated, mate. 2020. So these are the ones that go on here, and they, as I said, they have a lovely fluffy back, so they don't scratch the board. So Cogger 2 have these on special. They had them on special offer. I don't know if they're still on special offer, but they are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit. So the link is floating around in our thing. They have an Etsy store, and they have a standalone store. But the good thing is with them, there's loads of options available now. But if you want a certain design or stuff like that, they're willing to put any design you want onto them for you, which is absolutely fantastic. So, with Kinger making that amazing donation, I wanted to remind people that tonight's giveaway at 8:30, or we'll start at 8:30, will be, as we were talking about last week, for cards out of the box. So, if I've got this written down because I'd forgotten it. Put a donation. So, tickets are going to be the usual, 100 each. Open to everyone as long as you're a follower. If you're just a follower and you win one, you get 5 random cards out of the box. There could be some doozies in there. If you are a subscriber, we will bump that up to 7. And if you donated tonight, we will give you 12. That's no problem, mate. So yeah, that's the bonuses for tonight. So it's 5, 7 and 12. Then, as we said before, there is a same to you, mate. There is a top 5 that will be in a random dice roll for it's the full expansion, but it will be painted. It'll be the painted version once we've got it finished. At the moment, Kinger is in the lead with 2020. Archnin is in second with 15, and Ulfric at 15. Doom Fairies, X-Wing Tavern Wars, Smog Monster and Ash are all in joint 3rd or 4th. So at the moment it's a D7 roll off. So yeah, that's a week tomorrow as well. There's going to be loads of giveaways a week tomorrow for New Year's Eve. We will be starting an hour early. So I'll be starting at 6 o'clock and going through till 8-ish. And I will be doing the giveaways for the Big Legion giveaway for anyone that supported their FLGS, if they want to put that up in there. On Protec's site, put a comment, put a link to the FLGS that you've supported and a picture of what you got off them, and we'll enter you into the draw. First prize is about £100 worth of scenery. There's a huge chunk of scenery, and then there's 4 promo packs as well on top of that. Maybe it's a bit more by the time that lands. We've also got the Redgrass Gaming giveaway. That's got 3 prizes. So with that is just for sharing the YouTube video or liking the YouTube video and commenting on it. We have quite a few people already on that one, and we will be doing that again New Year's Eve. Thank you very much, Smog. That's much appreciated. So, what to do first? let's discuss Thanos. So Thanos was primed grey, like like everything else. Excuse me. I then used Vallejo Chrome through the airbrush, and I think that's the difference. I don't think I used Chrome last time. That's why we're getting a brighter colour. So I used Vallejo Chrome through the airbrush to give it a good base colour of silver. Good afternoon, Egan, or evening, Egan, depending on where you are. And then, no expense spared, using the Forge World Calth Blue, again through the airbrush to give it a good even coat all over. Obviously, I haven't done. You can still see the silver through the boots because they're going to be Retributor. So yeah, that's that's where we're at with them. I'm thinking of. So I'll do all of the blue colours first, get the blue to where I want it, and then I'll fill the golds in. I'm going to use Quick Tone Blue Shade by Army Painter, and looking aimlessly into the sky where the thinner should be, there it is, medium. I'm also going to use the Quick Shade Wash Medium. It's a really good product for, especially for the 2 PM. Not too bad. So yeah, I don't want it too strong, so probably a small squirt of that, probably about the same again of the medium. What that does is thins it down slightly, a bit like we do with Lamium Medium and the GW washes. So, and also this, it's slightly shiny, so this will also matte it off a bit. So remembering that the chest in here is all and the helmet as well. So you can see that's giving, it's not dulling it off too much, which is brilliant. So it's just filling the thank you for the sub, James. It is much appreciated. So just going across where there is detail that you want to pick out with the wash. And it'll pick it up and basically take the ink off the brush. And it will try to leave it just in the recesses. I'm not going too heavy with it either. I'm just hoping that it keeps the vivid blue, because that blue is lovely. Yeah, that's nice. Not forgetting his butt cheeks. There we go. what I did remember, and the reason that I did this off camera and out of me swearing at it is I did I don't think it was Kath Scarlet, it was one of the pilots for the fire sprays, and I did it in blue, and then I put the wash over it, and it's not the American ass, no. But when I did it and I washed it, the Forge World paint hadn't properly set, and I pulled a lot of it clean off, so there was just silver underneath, so I was a little disappointed. I've just laid him on his back out of the shot, just so the wash falls into the recesses nicely. So with this fella, again, this one's going to be better than the one that I did myself, because I've learnt from the last time. I actually think I forgot to do the dry brushing on it, so this one's going to have dry brushing. Now, Mr. Snowden, if he suddenly appears, or Snowy, actually told us about these brushes, more for scenery, but I'd like to give him a go on this as well, because this needs to be a fairly heavy one. I'm trying to find the make of them. They are Royal Soft Grip SG 1425. I can't, Royal something, I can't remember the name of the company, and they feel like goat hair, which is very similar to the Artist Opus, just a bit longer. So what I'd like to try is see how well these work on big bits of scenery, and that's what Snowy has them for, as he said, big brush work, so scenery and stuff like that. And wait, look at that. Lee. So that is very nice. They're not. There's something like £3 each, Tomo. They're practically nothing. So using them on scenery and ruining them on scenery, it's not like you're using a 60 quid Artist Opus set to do it. So it's going through really nice. Also, we are having a sale on the shop, so there is a cheeky link kicking about. I'll do this dry brush and I'll drop it in here so you can have a quick look at it. It's labelled as the Boxing Day sale. Yeah, loads of time, mate. So yeah, I'll put the link up in here so you can go and have a look what's coming up in the sale and the prices that everything's at. As I said, it's marked up as a Boxing Day sale. I'm aiming to get it done Christmas Day night. so it should be all up and running for when you're sat down relaxing after Christmas microwave dinner. So we do need to go over this with the metallics all around here, down here, and that sort of stuff, and then the purple. But this is to get the main colours. So I should have... That's another dawn. How many dawn stones have I got? Necron's up there. Pallid witch flesh. Is it over here? Or is that... No, Necron. There should be a... Oh, not Ulthan. I seem to be missing a dry brush pen. Silver Necron compound. Ah, here it is. Is it? Tyrant Skull. Tyrant Skull. So I'm not cleaning the brush. Again, we did this last time. Just getting a bit of Tyrant Skull on it. Same mixing area as the grey. Basically blends it a bit into the grey. If you see on the you're just mixing it on the same spot, and then just the tops and the like the very tips of the peaks, and as I say, I think I missed most of this dry brushing stage off when I did mine. There you go. Right, let me clean that brush. That's any day in America. Right, so let's close them up, and sorry, the link. Where is the link, he asks. I'll do this another way. I'll go in as a customer. It's been a bit awkward. There is nothing to it. Ah, right. 1 second. I don't have it at... There we go. Five. Copy. That is the one, Tomo. It just wasn't working for some reason for me. So yeah, that's all up. There is going to be one of each. So if the item's up there twice, that means there's 2 of them to go. But each one is only one item. Except for the Star Wars packs, might be a few more. The gist of it is we have a lot of stock that we can't, because we're not doing commissions like we used to. I was still tied in to buy a lot of stock through pre-orders and promises, so unfortunately I had to buy quite a bit of stock that I couldn't really do much with. So you lucky blighters get some of the good stuff. It was Longbeard Grey that I should have been using, but it gives an extra level of dry brushing. And I'm using the Artist Opus one now. And I need to put down on my pot list Longbeard Grey, because it's gone dry. All dry. Let's get it rubbed into the things. Excuse me. Let me just have a look at mine, see what's grey and what's silver. So all that front edge is silver, so I don't need to do that. But the rock's in there. There we go. So this style of dry brush are really good. If I'm not saying going out and buying the Artist Opus ones is a good thing. The Army Painter ones are just as good. Just that was a bigger one. Really good piece of kit for the price as well. Getting the dry brushing and getting stuff like we're going to be doing a lot in next month's Frostgrave Focus. We're going to be doing a lot of what they're called, scenery pieces and that sort of stuff. So having burnt iron, exhaust manifold, basically having those dry brushes is going to save us so much time. You'll have seen it when we did the wall sections for the Elder Scrolls, and I'm going to be revisiting all of the Elder Scrolls stuff to turn it into Frostgrave scenery or Elder Scrolls in the snow scenery. Good evening, Martin. How is you this fine evening? Right. So, some of the big bits. I'm going to use mine to copy off because I can't remember which is which. So, 7:30. Hardly touched the evening. So, I'm just using, he says looking for it, exhaust metal to do the metallics on this one for the base and all that. And I'm just using a big brush. It doesn't need to be a small brush. Because, he says getting it on the detail that he didn't want it on. I do have enough. I should have enough control to stop it going everywhere. Famous last words. So. I'm just hoping Martin's recovered from our Among Us escapades and he doesn't hold it against us and think we bullied him much. Might have to hit it over again with a bit of a wash. It's a 2-second job. I say this paint's brilliant for this sort of stuff. It's really thin, goes where you want it. So try not to hit the stonework, which is that bit there. And getting all the silver work done. That's it. We'll run some wash down all of the recesses. Give it a bit of a pin wash just so where we've gone over the edge with the metallics it doesn't show up as much. There you go. And there's that base. That metallic will show through really nicely. So this is all and the brush I'm using is one of our size 5 Kolonskis, the German ones. They're a cracking brush for the price, especially for this kind of rough work. I use this brush a lot for washes as well, putting washes down. So the metallics are quite high up on this. They also have a purple hue to them, as you'll have seen from the other one, which I'll do with a wash. Sorry, an ink, not a wash. I don't want it just in there. But again, the coverage on this metal colour set's phenomenal. Just saying, there's not many metals that you can just flap over with a brush like that, especially with it being an airbrush paint as well. It's really lovely through the airbrush. If anyone has an airbrush and uses them. Trying not to hit that little rock there. The cat's going mad. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Knight. And welcome to the channel. I went for the jet exhaust this time because I wanted it darker than the one I've done. In the pictures and the box art, it does look a lot darker than what I've done mine as. So that's what I've done this one for. I just get a thin brush for that bit. Hi there. It's well, we're doing a few bits. This is Thanos' throne from Marvel Crisis at the moment, but we have been working on Magneto from Marvel Crisis, Ghost Spider, Crossbones, a few. We just work through. We've got Magneto dry. We've got Thanos drying. He's just had a wash over the blue metallics. And Magneto and all of his bits. So at the moment it's just doing this is the throne for Thanos that we will be giving away in our top 5 giveaway on New Year's Eve. It's one of the metal colours. It's primarily an airbrush paint, but their whole metallic range is so good, even under a brush. If you're looking at this section here, I'll go in close. I'll go in medium. I won't go too close. I'll just wash this off. It's just one of those paints that for some reason just works. So this is just the grey primer that we've had on. And that is literally how well it coats. Their range is probably my go-to metallics now. Other than Retributor, the gold that GW do, it's hard to fault it. Through an airbrush it's fantastic, with a normal brush it's just as good. They do chromes. I think the range has got about 15 different metals in it. honestly, a lot of them are round about the same. They're very hard to tell. The only downside to these is if you do catch something by mistake, then unfortunately you're having to touch it up with the grey again. Like I caught in the side there. So just coming up the edges. Can't remember it. No, I left some of it grey. In fact, that's not a bad idea, like, because it's not. Is it stone? Yeah, I'll keep it as stone. As I say, the paint's really thin, so it's very controllable as well. It literally goes where you touch the brush. So we're going to be going over this all again with another wash, so it will tighten a bit more. I'll probably go with the purple wash first and then another nulling. I think this is the only delicate bit for this. It's just getting the inner edge of all of the metal work, which isn't too hard. And I am using a scruffy old brush to do it with as well, so making it hard for myself. No memento. So there was just a big bang from outside. It's next door moving stuff around. It was someone in our garden. Just checking the CCTV if you wondered. So as you can see, the metallics have picked up really well. Is this glued in fully or? Yeah. It is. Right, I've got the big brush again. Yes, they have. Has Martin got over his Among Us game yet? Seashells are the way of the future. Oh, hi Martin. So for you that don't know, we may have been playing a couple of games of Among Us, and me and Ronan went out to Blackpool on Friday to do some work deliveries, and we cannot confirm, and I will not incriminate myself in a court of Twitter, Twitch even. Me and Ronan, they have discussed the demise of Martin to the point where the only one that we didn't get to trigger was where if me and myself or Ronan and myself got to be an imposter with Martin, we were going to kill someone and basically then report Martin for doing it, even though he was like same team sort of thing, just to be awkward and just so we can show Martin how much we love him. Yay, I've got the power. It's scary that we're starting to get bots now. Yeah, we may have... Let me just get these done quick so I can move on. Come up with a plan that would convince everyone that Martin was the imposter quite a few times. And he loved it right up until the point of not understanding why he kept getting ejected. We only did it because we love you. Sorry, I'm doing it close to my chest. It's just so I can get it done quickly, and then we can get on with some of the colouring bits. There's a couple of bits needing touching up, but nothing too major. Go. Now into the chair part of it. I played a game on Sunday with Harlequins, Tom and Lazy Dragon Gaming, and they're a lot more. It's more gamesmanship. They're quite serious about their games. I think my trolling may have gone. Yeah. Yeah, Martin, have you tried not being the imposter? Mark, you would have been so proud of us. The only reason I couldn't get in on it so much is because I kept getting killed, like first or second. And it was like, oh, nope, can't help you this time, Ronan. Nope, can't help you this time, Ronan. And it was like, yeah. So the arms are metallic. Just like that. And oh, there's loads of that not done. Lay. We were actually considering how many times we booted you out. Would you actually be the imposter, Martin? We would have had to have hit some point where you were the imposter, sort of thing. Just a friendly warning. It is better to paint this seat out. I painted the seat out of place last time. And then glued it in afterwards. That's why it's causing a little bit of aggravation getting it where I wanted it. I think I'd be more aggravated if it wasn't for this paint. Right, I need it. And that's how I was able to get the metallics under here done last time, which I'm not going to be able to get done. Or as good as I want anyway. There we go. Yeah, I'm never the imposter though. So what I'm going to do here is, it's just the grey primer that we use to do the main colour with. A little squirt of that. And just pick up a couple of bits where I've got the metallics too much, like that. But not. Ooh, no, that's not that. That's quite nicely dried. That. Where else did I catch the metal? I thought I caught brickwork. Could be wrong. Nope. So I'll give that a second to dry. Too stuck. It's very stuck. Colour. What colour did we use? I think it was an ink, purple ink last time. I can't remember which one. Let's have a play. So this is Scale Colour Intensity Violet. That is very ink intensity. That'll be painted black anyway, so don't worry about. Was it Drukai? Was it the wash, or did I go for an ink in the end? Yep. Right, what I'm going to do is do it properly, or properly-ish. What we'll do is take some metal I got left on the palette. And we'll get the different purples on it. I'll try a few. That won't take a second. It's nearly dry now. So, competition. Well, I'll let that dry for a second and we can talk about the competition that's coming up. So the top 5 that is looking like top 7 at the moment, unless things jiggle up a bit, is for Thanos in his gorgeous blue on his throne, fully painted, and that will be drawn on New Year's Eve. And that is for the top 5 donators, all go into basically a dice roll. So 1 to 5 on a d6. 6 I get to keep it. No, 6 gets re-rolled. And we've done a few of them so far. I think Clive got the tank last time, and I can't remember what the one was before that. But we do need to hit the goal, so we're at £110 of £150 at the moment. Tonight is we are going for pulls. Yeah. Tonight we'll have our usual 8:30 3-person or three random people from the tickets, 100 credits a ticket, and it will be from the pull box. So the way we're doing the pull box is, if you want to buy one, you pop over to the website and buy them as usual. But if you win one tonight, we will do a 5-card pull for you. If you're just a follower. If you're a subscriber, we will do 7 cards. If you donated tonight, like Kinga has, we will do it 12 cards. So that is how we are rolling with it at the moment. We'll see how that goes. Some interesting ones for next month. We've already started with the money you guys are donating at the moment. We have been picking up bits and pieces. There's some Frostgrave things so far. Some wizards to paint up. Some... What else have we done? Wizards. Oh, some scenery to paint up. Some walls, some bits and pieces like that. There's a lot of nice Frostgrave stuff coming along. It was Drukai. Okay. That might be the way forward then. Thank you for the the tip, Archnin. That's much appreciated. I think that should put you on the top again now. Yeah, I can see that now, somewhat. It's perfect. Yeah, cool. So it is just a washed out purpley colour, which matches that nicely. Much appreciated, Matt. And what I will do is, since this one is dried first... that's where I needed to touch up. I'll do this and then I'll touch it up. But let's have the wash all over this. So next week we will be doing New Year's Eve and having maybe a couple of drinks if anyone wants to join me. We won't be here till 12 though, unfortunately. Go. I think I may have watered... Did I water it down last time, Tom, or was it just neat? Just that showing through the lines and stuff underneath a lot better than mine. That's really nice. So yeah, that's coming through a little bit nicer than what I did on mine, but They always get better. The more you do something, you find nice little bits to change, just slight changes to stuff. And if you were to paint 100 of these, you would get to a point, obviously, where they would all be the same, but you would be getting there a lot faster. You would be learning as you go along. Some really cool ways to make it look better. Ah, cool. We'll be here. I am... all of the giveaways are going to be on. We are on a little bit earlier. I don't know how that relates to how much of a change it'll make to some people. But we are going to do 6 o'clock start for this one, just for New Year's Eve. I don't know whether I'd said I was doing early tomorrow or not. Can anyone remember if I'd said early tomorrow, or was it just the normal time? Right, okay. So 6 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be back on. So it might be a little quiet to start with, if I haven't told people. But you guys are the only people that matter. You're here now, so... you all get to find out. So yeah, the purple's on the chart. I think it might be that metal that I've used. Just the way it's staining's totally different. It looks deeper and a richer purple that's coming through than mine that looks fairly pinkish. So I'm just pushing it again as far as I got with the metal under there. Drop that off so it doesn't stain the rock. Just a delicate area. And just scrub it round in there. Get a a reasonable coat. Again, the purple's looking a lot purpler, rarer. It looks good. It might dry a bit later. I would consider doing a second coat of it. This picture's flashing up in the gallery beside me. It's bright pink, so it must be Paul. 1:15. Yeah, if anyone does have anything, I'll be doing a bit of a gallery while you was a lot of buying tickets. Good evening, Paul. I saw you in Discord. I hadn't actually got a chance to read your message there. Definitely saw you in Discord there. Just a brighter purple on the front bit there. So what it looks like when it dries. It's looking cool. Yeah, I've got everything. I'm going to do a little bit more on the tops of the hand holders and edges, because I know it has gone on there. It's just quite light. Looking cool. I may have used a thinner wash, but you've still got the patchiness in it. I think I dry brushed it afterwards, which probably explains a bit of the lightness. I'll just try and do a lighter dry brush. Yeah, loads. No, we've dry brushed the rocks on Thanos' throne. We've done the silver work. We've done the purple wash with Drucky Violet. We'll let that dry out, and then we'll give it a bit of a dry brush to bring everything together a bit. And that will be, other than a couple of little bits to touch up on the rock, that will be basically that. We have done Thanos. Using chrome and clear blue, and then we've just done a wash over it in the blue, and it's just picked out some of his muscle definition, which is pretty cool. I think I'm going to leave it at that and keep him quite bright. Or brighter than the one that I've done previous, and I'll get to show you the might get to show you the gold. Yep, there is a new giveaway this evening. We're doing it for pulls, so depending on your tier level, if you're tier 1, which is followers, you will get 5 pulls if you win one of the raffle prizes. If you're a subscriber, you get 7 pulls, and if you've donated tonight and a subscriber, you get 12 pulls. If that all makes sense. It basically goes up in tiers. And bits and pieces of what we're doing next month. The Yeah, our tier 3 is a good tier to be in. I think. I can't remember. We've got it on the draw. So, I won't get much of this done. I might get one of his fists done to show you. The colour that we use for Thanos' gold is Retributor Armour by GW. Phenomenal gold, probably the best on the market for what we're using. The coverage on it is fantastic. It dries really smooth, and you basically get really good quality from it. So we'll do the Infinity Gauntlet first, and I'm using one of the Flathead series Broken Toad brushes. It is over the blue, so it's not going to be a one coat deal. It usually is, but the blue is quite glossy once it's finished, so unfortunately you do need 2 coats of this. Now these are the brushes that Chris from Broken Toad got us to try. I was like, at first I was a bit meh, but the Kolonsky Mark III Sable, which is exactly the same as all of the other brushes that I've been using, but they're a flat head. We also have the spade head ones, which are absolutely fantastic for blending. I was using them the other day for just to try them out. Really, and they blend really well with it being oh, excuse me, it feathers into a point, which is really good. But I think these are also for blending and glazing and stuff like that, but they're so good for getting a base coat down. And a really really smooth base coat. Like, I know it's not going on very high coverage like it usually does, but it's really smooth. Feels, when I finished a couple of bits the other day with them, it felt like airbrush smoothness, which I was well impressed with. As I said, I might not get much of this done till we lose time, but and I'm just touching the brush into the thinner, or it's got a little bit of flow improver which helps it go into the crevices, so you're not stubbing the brush into places that you're going to damage the brush. If you look at that, it's already very smooth. As a few people have asked us what gold to use in the past, if Vallejo gold's any good. Vallejo have a few golds, but what the Vallejo golds are very good for is highlighting this gold. GW's gold to highlight it isn't very good, and as you'll have heard me say a lot, there's a lot of people will only stick to one type of paint or one type of brush and stuff like that. The way I see things is there's tools for a job, if one type of paint's really good for doing a job, I don't see why you should hold yourself of only using Vallejo when there's a really good version out there that'll help improve the quality of your paint or your paintwork. Vallejo is really good. I use a lot of their paints. As a standard, the majority I would use theirs, but there's always bits and pieces. Typhus Corrosion, fantastic. Oh. Any errors? And the last person I've got is Archnin, who donated. Let me just try and feather the gold into all of the gaps so I can have a quick look. You're correct, it has fallen over. But it's fallen over for let me have a look. Yeah, I've just checked it. It's doing it on other people's pages as well. So just bear with it for a little bit. No, Archnin, basically the page has gone down. It's not actually can someone do a points thing to see if points are working? Because Streamlabs has gone down. Delicious, mate. Yeah, Streamlabs is broke. The Streamlabs webpage seems to have gone to sleep. What has gone on? I'm wondering if there has been. We filled in a thing the other day, and apparently Thursday nights are probably one of the most popular nights for streaming. Who would have thunked it? We did Thursday, so it would be quiet. I don't mean quiet, you guys quiet. I mean quiet that there wasn't another million people on. There is that as well, Tomo. Are you sure it's not Thursday? It feels like Thursday. Yeah. Streamlabs office party goes wrong. I've just checked 2 other sites that I subscribe to, and both of them are down as well. So it's definitely Streamlabs and not just us, unfortunately. Which means I might stay on a little bit longer till it fixes it. Or do we think it's going to work? If someone who was trying to do a tip would try again, see if it's coming back. Please, sorry, I should say please. He just finishes boot. One of the things about keeping the paint smooth is not stopping doing like a boot or the glove halfway through. Keep the paint flowing, keep it going. I don't want to just stop halfway through and leave half a silver boot. Yeah. We've got a sale to put up on Christmas Day, so it means working for an hour or so on Christmas Day to put the sale on. So no rest for the wicked. So I haven't been too bothered about clipping the base. Yep, that's gone through, Paul. Streamlabs has come back up this end, so I can actually run the giveaway. So he's got one golden boot. Sorry. 1 golden boot, and a silver boot, or a silvery blue boot at the minute. Right, let me have a clean out the brush. Time is it? It is past that time. There we go. Come back up to the far out painting at the moment. Right. Cool. Everything seems to be working. Thank you, everyone, for the tips. That is much appreciated. Cloudbot. Giveaways. Custom. Where's Wednesday night? Edit. Yep. So as usual, it is 100 Imperial credits a ticket. Maximum tickets are 10. Subscribers get an extra one as a bonus. It will run for 20 minutes. Subscribers and everyone, not subscribers and moderators only. And then tier 1 is followers, tier 2 is subscribers, and tier 3 is tonight's donators. And that is saved. This giveaway will start. Yes, Paul. Yeah, I guessed it was a weird thing. So, giveaway starteth. Fire away. Let's hope it all works fine. So, while we're doing this, let's go to the gallery and see what people have been doing. It could take a while to go back. Scenery, bases, dystopian wars, tanks, my stuff, my boards that I'm going to show off. I think we will start with Ash's stuff, which gives us some time to go back. I know Ash isn't here, but yay. So yes, that's all the V for Vendetta. I will put it up in a second. We have loads of people going through. So Ash has done its 5 characters for Catch you later, Archinin. Thanks for popping by, and thanks for the donation, mate. Much appreciated. So the 5 guys there are all from Frostgrave. It's from one of the scenarios, and they are ghosts. So Ash has done them this week. There's quite a few of us getting into the Frostgrave, which is going to be Frostgrave January. These are scenery pieces we did for Lazy Dragon Gaming, the foreground terrain pieces. We've done 2 sets. That's the sand coloured. They are painted, by the way. That's not just pure MDF. They're painted in 2 different browns, like a cream and a light brown. Yes, it is, Egan. You can use whatever minis that you want. You're going to see a lot of it next month. I've been buying in all sorts to use and stuff like that. And that is the red set, the Martian set. Really lovely kits. Did take a lot of work putting together. These window bits here and the doors are all glue on cardboard and wood frames and stuff like that. It did take us a while, but once it was finished, it was really good. Looks, I know it's a very small picture, but it looks fantastic on the table. That was the Necron scenery that we painted up for them as well. So that is a mix of TT Combat prototype bits that we bought off them as a bulk lot, and some of the Corvus terrain. Basically, these bits of Corvus were misprints, prints that had gone wrong, so we repurposed them to turn them into other bits and pieces, and obviously we got a couple of good bits of terrain. We're doing some more for this board to lift some levels up, as well as a few more boards for him, a lot more boards for him. All painted, started doing the basing and stuff like that for the floaty pyramid things, but yeah, they're all cool, all really cool stuff. I think that was just a smaller one. So this is another game that I've just got into. It's got a release in the end of January. It's called Dystopian Wars. This is the 3rd edition, now taken over by Warcradle. I managed to pick this set up, which is a basic starter set for Dystopian Wars. It's the Prussians, which is the German Navy, and some markers and stuff like that. So I've been buying up little bits and pieces while it was cheap, while I could get hold of it. And another set there with some submarines, a Metza robot, more airy planes, templates and tokens that I don't think will be useful anymore. And then one that I couldn't get, unfortunately. It's one of the Kickstarter bits. Looks like that. It's got the big train rail cannon on the front of it. Looks cool. Really, really want one of them. That's what the starter sets look like. Prussian Empire starter set. Give it a few months and we might do a section on them as well. Floating tanks, yes. So Dave, that we do a lot of the events with, has been doing some basing series, and he's eventually understood what we said about the black rims and how much they look better. And Snowy has been doing some more of the Orders scenery. It's fantastic. I think I've just done that one again by mistake for him. I got them mixed up. But this is all available on our store. The 3D printed stuff. We are licensed resellers for it, and that's what it looks like when it all goes together. It's I think it's a nuclear power generator, or a nuclear generator. It's cool. This is all done with brushes. There's no airbrushes for Snowy, even though I keep trying to convince him to use one. And one of our friends just starting in painting and doing scenery. This is Critical Strike, Graham, one of our T Squadron friends. And yeah, he's been doing scenery bits. I'm not sure what game he's doing it for yet, but there is plenty of scenery there. Could be he does play a lot of Legion, so it could be for Legion. And Corn's been doing crossbones. Pretty cool. I need to get mine finished this week as well. Or Foxy's finished. And he's done Captain America. How awkward. Oh, he's not. Corn's not on. Painting the circles on this are an absolute pain. Yeah. Just keeping within the lines, especially with my shaky hands. He's done a pretty good job of it compared to what I got on mine. There we go. There's America's ass for you, Mark. Yeah. Ash doing more of, it's a limited edition. What's she called? Yeah, Reigns, female commissar for Imperial Guard, special edition figure. This is the paint that we've just started to sell. Miniature paints, quite a good size pot. We've got a couple here that I've been using and trying out. It's quite cheap, but it's pretty decent quality. I've used P3 and it seems very similar to P3 in consistency and makeup. The owner of the company that sells it did say it was by the same company, so on the models and stuff like that it does feel the same as well. So yeah, and you get 30mm of it instead of like the other mils. And I believe this is Egan's desk. Tidy it up, man. It's not like you can see mine, so you can't shout at me. But it's good to see a busy desk working away. I see LV427 scenery there, matey. And that little bit there. We did some work with them. Yeah, I've seen your desk, mate. I've got an absolute bucket load of LV427 scenery. Good looking paint holder there though, pot holder. That looks fantastic, mate. Yeah, Pogs, and we get to see the yellow, some printed TIE fighters. Have you not gone over to a resin printer yet? So, the bright yellow, the Ghost. The funny story is I'd get a resin printer for doing some of the bits that you're doing. Just worth it, I think. We're going to be doing a lot more resin stuff in the new year. We're going to get set back up and start running some stuff through. When I started X-Wing, I had I disagree with that. If you get the Elegoo resin, it doesn't smell. My first one, I got the Anycubic and the Anycubic printer and the Anycubic resin, and it stunk. You could smell it almost in the house from the back garden from when we were using it. This stuff you can hardly tell. The Elegoo Mars Pro has a built-in yeah, the Anycubic absolutely stinks. Elegoo Mars and Elegoo Mars Pro and Elegoo Mars resin, absolutely no smell, mate. Never had a problem with it. I had the Anycubic and I was using the Anycubic resin, got rid of it. Really, really gut-wrenching, horrible smell. Didn't like it. Didn't like the clean up with it all, so decided like done. And I sold it to a local lad who he uses it more in a factory sort of setup. And then I've ended up with two Elegoo Mars Pros with Elegoo resin, and I have people around now that can't even tell that the smell's there, so it is good. But yeah, when I started playing X-Wing, I had a list of Lebo and Chewie, the Chubo list, and I ended up painting both Lebo and Chewie's, so a Falcon and a Outrider in bright yellow like that, and ended up having it as people were calling it the Cheese Squadron. So yeah, and then cool. Yeah, I did that for someone ages ago. It was a pain in the butt, but But well done for actually getting... Oh, is it one of the new ones? Or one of the old ones with it done? Because I ended up having to cut an old one apart to do it for someone ages ago. Yeah, I did that as well. They're no fun to do. They're a pain. So, some more Mark's Necrons. That looks, if I'm not mistaken, is that Warpstone Glow, Mark? Or Calibite? Calibite or Warpstone? I do like that green. Egan's done a... Yeah, it is cool. Is that done on filament printer? Oh yeah, there I can see the concentric circles. Where did you get the file for it, mate? Because I may be interested. I've got a full V for Vendetta mask kicking about after I broke my other one. And another Necron. That's a cracking bronze on that. Yep. And Tie Brute by Mr. Standard. Disappointed in you, Paul. Those stars aren't highlighted. What would Rasta say? And looks like he's starting a Lambda in the same colours. And then Martin has done some amazing paint work on paint this week. Here's Boba Fett. Cool. That link has come through. So did you just cut it away once it had printed, mate? Let me go back to that. Let's have a look. Yeah. I may have to have a print of that. Ah, right. Yeah, I've done that a few times. Aha, Con. We've just been talking about you. We're just showing your stuff off earlier. I might have to print one of them. Yeah. That's cool as well. Might have to yeah, that would be fantastic in resin, mate. That tie be phenomenal. I may have just downloaded both of them to... Yeah. Ah. Paul has been painting tanks. Paint the Mass Tesseract. I hope you're going to paint those green tracks, Mr. Standard. A good wash, probably Agrax would pull all that together. You might have to do a bit of highlighting back up, but a good Agrax wash on that, and that'd look absolutely fantastic. Yeah. You see a lot of people who will see a tank like that and go, that doesn't look very... And they don't understand that there's a process that you go through. You put the primer or the base primer and the base colour down. You then block in the colours, and then you do the yeah, don't paint them silver, you'll get shot. And then you do the washes and the weathering after that, and that's what pulls it all together. But you need the original bright full colour underneath it, like it would be when it came out of a factory sort of thing. Typhus corrosion on the tracks. Let it dry properly and then dry brush them with a grey. Not a silver. You can do them silver, but I would do them with a I tend to do all my tracks. I haven't got any later on to show you, but I tend to do all mine like that. Hammerhead cut. There's a few people been printing hammerheads and stuff like that lately. Is that camera in the Adreno? So let me see if I can capture this. Is it a camera in the top corner bit? Image, media source. Is media source? No. Window capture. Add source. Oh, new media source. Capture window. There you go. So that's my print setup. As you can see, they're all hard at work. Basically, orders are sat clipped to the middle. 3 printers running solid in a cabinet. The big ball at the back, I don't know if you can see it, just at the back of the top 2 is they're end of 5s, mate. They're the full bed. The heads move, the print head moves rather than the bed moving. Yeah, and we've got a full fire extinguisher bomb at the back of it, all properly plumbed in. All the electrics are plumbed in. It is a very messy work area at the moment, but they are doing the left one. Bottom left is doing, I think it's the reactor thing that Snowy's just painted. I might have messed up and printed the wrong one. Bottom right is doing scenery for Elder Scrolls for my towers, and then the top 2 are doing Frostgrave scenery. Yes, the 6 is a very massively upgraded 3. It works the same way as the 3s. They are absolutely cracking printers. I was going to back it, but I just, at the end, I backed out at the last minute. A lot newer, a lot more upgraded. They do look like a good piece of kit. Yeah, have you seen the one that they've just released, or they are just going to release? The one that it prints at a 45-degree angle, and it has a conveyor belt. Yeah, I really, really fancy the conveyor belt one. Then I can just print stuff that are like 2 meters long and print it out the end of the garage, sort of thing. Yeah, it's a cracking piece of kit. No, I can understand it's going to be quite hard to get set up and get running. So, and back to the painting overhead. And let's see if we can get this to work. So, there's 9 entries this evening. The thing with it, Mark, is you can print, basically because it peels off the conveyor belt at the end, you can print as long as you've got filament there. So you could print things that are 200 meters long if it would, or if you could set the roller to roll and all that sort of stuff. Because of the way it prints, it just keeps going off, which the idea was pretty cool, but it is the first one on the market to do it, and usually with the first one you end up having teething issues and stuff like that. Yeah, think of a pasta maker, but it makes it out of plastic. Plastic maker. Right, where's the box? So, I haven't checked. Has anyone bought any? Shout up if you bought one before I just start pulling them out of here. Let me have a look. 7 orders. I'm guessing it's not you guys. Nope, that's definitely other order. Right, cool, that's fine. So no one's bought any, so I can just do it normally. Let me move that out the way before I splodge paint everywhere. And so, who is going to be number 1 of the new system? Let's have a look. Oh, wrong button. So, our first winner this evening is Kinger. Let me get 3 of these. So, 3 of them out. So you get 12. Because you subscribe and you donated tonight, so yeah. So 12. Let me push that a bit further on so you can see me grabbing them and not just taking all of the proton torpedoes out. So number 1, diamond missiles. Number 2, munitions. Number 3 is one of the new quick builds, the Pentraki. Oh no, just the Pentraki S, sorry. Number 4. Number 5, bombardment drone. 6. 7. That's a very early one. 8. You fancy starting a droid army? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just checking. It was 8 there. 9. Oh, Scarif. 10. And you get one of the new Scout Trooper cards. 11. Yeah, Tomo, it would do a really good Lex. And last one is Engine, which we will put back because you already have one of them. And you get one of the UK Team Championship cards. that was the first one, and these are basically ships painted by Rasta. Went onto these. So well done, Kinger. That's if you're awake. I'm going to keep all these till after New Year, or at least after Christmas, and we understand what's going on with everything, because at the moment I'm not sure where we will be. Okay, so winner number 2 is Archnin, who also gets 12. So number 1, Baron of the Empire. 2, Dead Man's Switch. 3, Shield Upgrade. 4, Diamond Boron Missiles. Number 5, Bravo Flight. Number 6, number 7 is one of the new Rebel Trooper cards. 8 is Proton Rockets. 9, 10 is Logistics. 11 is, this is a Whisper. This is a really nice Whisper. This is from the Weekend Warlords Princess event. Really nice Whisper. I've lost count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And those 2 go back as the duplicates. 9. 10, Crackshot. 11, Phase 2 Clone Troopers. And 12th is Imperial Death Troopers. So, well done, Archnin, when you're watching it back. I'll catch you tomorrow and let you know you won. Again, we'll hold off till the new year for delivery, because obviously there's going to be some giveaways on New Year's Eve as well. We might do some extra ones. And our last winner, but not least, is Mark. So that will be... Oh. Okay. And that will be... I believe it's 5 for you, Mark. Some good ones. Okay. Number 1, Iden Verso. Number 2, the new Green Squadron pilot. That is, I don't know if you've seen these yet, Mark. There's a few flitting about, but it is one of the good cards. It's got the quick build on the back for the new version of X-Wing that should have come out but didn't come out, that was meant to come out that didn't come out, that, yeah. And Lothal Rebel? Is that just the normal one? Because there's a Lothal Rebel. No, you got the Lothal Rebel quick build as well. You're pulling a Martin. Darth Vader in foil. This is one of Kay's expensive cards with his quick build on the back. You are cleaning up, dude. Last but not least, and a Colonel General. Beginner's luck. That is definite. As I say, we'll get these sent out to you after, and they're all, no, they're not all X-Wing. There's 4 X-Wing and 1 Legion in there. So that is the pulls for tonight. I actually enjoy that a lot more than just going, here's a bunch of cards. No, mate. We got them on the proviso that they were going into prizes only. The 2 places that we got them from basically asked us not to sell them. One lot was for the giveaway for supporting the FLGS, and the other was basically they said I could have a box of them just for my giveaways on the stream, and me being me, I honour that to the utmost. It's hard enough to get promos for the stream without spending a lot of money. We can't get them from Asmodee or FFG just because we're not holding an event, and they are genuinely meant for events. A lot of stores aren't doing events, but a couple of stores agreed to give us some just for giveaways. So, and stores will remain nameless, but we do support them in every way that we can. That's that. I'll complete that. Names are all on them, and I'm actually impressed that it didn't fall over and crash. Yeah, so tomorrow night, it's Christmas Eve. We'll start at 6 and finish round about 8, so everyone can still go and have their mince pies and whatever other drinks they have on Christmas Eve. I might grab some drink, so if anyone wants to chill out, have a drink. I'll try and get marbles set up. We'll have a bit of a relaxed stream night. A little bit of painting, I guess. Some giveaways. Maybe see what I'm like. Spiky eggnog. I've still got my bottle of Lanchester mead. I'm a massive mead drinker. I love this. This is a late friend's doing. I'd never tried mead really until I was meant to go and share a bottle with him, and we didn't get the chance. I'm kicking myself now because I'll never get the chance. But every time I drink mead, I always think of him. Not a problem, Matt. Paul, we understand. I'll be very surprised if there's more than like 5 or 6 of us. But as I've said to everyone, we're here. We're in our voice channels over on Protex Hideout all during Christmas. As much as I can be, I'll be here for anyone who wants to chat or wants to talk. So just if you need time, or if you need to come and shout at someone, or you just need to come and chill and chat, I'm here. So I might make an early start. Yes, we'll have a couple of drinks tomorrow night, and then the rest of the evening I will go and spend with Joe and Zoe again, because I'll be doing it after this as well. So if I don't see you, or you can't make it back on tomorrow, as Paul said, have a great Christmas. Hope Santa brings you what you wanted. And if I don't speak to you before New Year, we will be on twice, so 3 times. We'll catch you then. The shop's still open all during Christmas. We'll be packaging stuff up. We might not be able to get as much of it out as we want, but it'll all get packaged, ready to go as soon as we can. So the store's still open. There's a big sale on, as we said, on Christmas Day. So remember to go on Christmas Day. I think is that the... So we've got it marked as a Boxing Day sale. The prices are all on there now. There is zero. Everything's at 0 stock, so no one can buy it early. Christmas evening, more like evening, we will be putting that up. So go and have a look now, see if there's anything that you quite fancy, and just get in there first. There is one of everything basically. So, and there is some snazzy bargains over there to grab. So anyway, yes, have a good Christmas, everyone. I'll be back at 6 tomorrow night, and as usual, thank you everyone for donating, subscribing, just being here. You're all fantastic. Good night. Take care.